Welcome back to another message crawler update. Today I'm going to show you how to do full text searching in message crawler. Now the reason for this tool is people have asked me a number of times saying, look, I have tons of data. I don't need all of it. I just need to find something specific. I have very simple search or maybe person's name or something like that, and I just want to get to those specific messages, and I want to export them out to Excel or Rsmf and give them to somebody else. I don't need to give them everything. So I told them that there are features like filtering, but those are not great. They're okay to get you started, but they don't work as well as a proper searching or like a full text searching. So let's go to my screen and I'm going to show you what I've built in this version. So let's go to import DAT, and we're going to grab this DAT file, and so we can resize it and we can see we have our text messages and so on. Let's go to advanced search and filter, and we're going to click on indexed search. So what this tool allows us to do is pick fields that we want to search on, so from, to, and body, and we can build an index. Now the way this tool works is a little bit backwards from some of the tools we used to. What we used to do is run a search and then see what the hits are and then return our families or conversations or some kind of document groupings. The way this works is we are going to need to index this at that family or conversation level. So you have to make a decision how you want to receive results back. I don't think it's a big deal, and I'll show you how it works. So I'm going to select group identifier. That means our results are going to come back on a family level. So we're going to build an index, and now we can perform a search. And so you have a prompts here as to what kind of searches you can do. So you can use asterisks and question marks, quotes for multiple words. Pretty standard stuff. You can Google Lucene search index, and that's what the index is. So let me type a word oil and hit a search. Now what you'll see here is we have two documents where word oil comes up, and this is okay, but it's not great, right? What we want to do is bring back our entire conversation. So to do that, we can clear this and we can select our conversation field and say build index, and now hit search. I'm going to move this out of the way, and now we have our entire conversation where the word oil was used. And now from here we can return, create new field, or just tag. We can create a tag. So let's say Y, and the field is hit on oil. Now we can update, and so we have letter Y. And so now if we reset our filter, so we see how we have tagged documents that are responsive to a specific hit. And now we can export it to a DAT file, or we can just come back and grab our documents, and we can note we have 25 documents or 25 records. Now we can go to export to Rsmf, and we'll see we have our 25, and we can only convert these 25 items to Rsmf. And in turn, there'll probably be a 1 Rsmf because we have one conversation. A couple of other things is, so we can search for individual word, multiple words, wildcards, and we can also search in specific fields only. So even though we indexed multiple fields, perhaps we want to just search in the body, so we can limit it with this option, or we can not index other fields. Finally, index is in memory only. So just like everything in message crawler, nothing gets saved anywhere. There are no databases. You load it to memory, you work with your data. Once you close, everything disappears. There are no security concerns, encryptions, or anything else that's needed. And same thing applies to index. When you build an index, it's a really fast process because it all happens in memory. Searching is super quick. Again, all in memory. You load, you index, you search, you tag, and then if you need to save anything, you can just go back to here, clear, right? We have our hits, and then you can do export to DAT, and you can create a DAT file with all these fields, and that'll preserve your work in the current state that you're in. If you need to come back to it, you just reload that DAT file and continue working with it. You will have to recreate your index, but like I said, those take very little time to index. At least that's what I've experienced with my data on my computer. Alright guys, so this is how you can perform full text searches in Message Crawler. There are lots of other creative uses that you can apply this to, and not just working with text messages, but maybe you doing the quality control in the production and you had a certain word that had to be redacted, and you just want to do a search in your entire DAT file to see if you're going to get any hits on that word, just to make sure that, you know, redactions took place or fields were blanked out or something like that. Lots and lots of cool ways you can use this tool, and I'll probably try to come up with some criteria, and we'll talk about those in the later movies. Anyway, thank you for checking out this video. Download a copy, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you next time.